Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So today's video is going to be about something a little bit interesting and something that I came to enjoy because, you know, after a certain point in the game, if you can beat everything, you kind of get bored. So when you get some other stuff that's a little bit different, then maybe sometimes you can get excited or test out some stuff or have some fun. So what I'm talking about right now is this tournament. Icegolem tournament, slay the Icegolem using champions from the Gallean Pact Alliance to win incredible rewards. I mean, the rewards are not too crazy, honestly. It's like, you know, some silver, a rare book, some energy, a, you know, XP for 3 days, not too crazy, ancient shard, and these 5 soul essences. Like I said, it's not too crazy, but you know what? There's nothing else going on for the sake of this fusion, so I might as well do this. Honestly, I might even go just for the ancient, or I might go all the way till over here. So when it comes to the Gallean Alliance, that's the Ogre tribes, Lizardmen, Skinwalkers, and Orcs. But I said, you know what, let me try and do something a little bit different than this, and let me just try and do one single faction at a time. So today's faction that I decided to use, because we had a fusion recently that was pretty amazing, and I chose to go with the Skinwalkers. So basically the way that this team looks for me, it's like this. Let me just get the Skinwalkers in there. Like I said, I'm preparing some other ones, but this is the Skinwalker team that I decided to use. So I'm using Mighty Uko, Cleopteryx, which obviously you get after you log in for like I think almost a year. Then there's a Steel Skull, a Taurus, which is the level 40 Taurus, and a Basher. I had this team going with Flashmonger as well, but it was a little bit slower and maybe not as reliable as it is with the Taurus. So basically, let's have a look how this team goes. It's not the fastest in the world, but it works and it's fun. The reason why this is so nice is, like I said, you're using basically just one faction. And the reason why I chose to do this, let me move myself a little bit to the side. The reason why I chose to do this specifically is because, you know, there are those clan quests at the same time that might require you to beat either Icegolem or the Dragon or the Spider or, you know, Fire Knight with a specific faction. So basically what I said is like, you know what, let me make this video about this event, the Gallean Pact doing Icegolem, but show a team that can actually do Dragon as well. Like, this is the team that you see going in the background. It's pretty consistent, it's pretty fun. I'm happy that I can even use, like I said, the level 40 Taurus, which is really fun. Sorry. Because, you know, what Taurus actually brings to this team is a little bit more damage. I don't have, you know, the other crazy damage dealers. I don't have a Leorius, I don't have a Tunisia, which could make it easier for the sake of waves. But I did have myself, like, you know, Cleopteryx, which, like I said, is a login. I do have Basher, that's built in a stun set for a little bit of control. And then I'm using Taurus because of his poisons. So what Taurus provides to this team is like his A3, does AoE 4 poisons on everybody, and then puts Unkillable on himself. So I chose these 3 as DPS, and then I had 2 supports alongside. One being Mighty Uko, which used to be a fusion. He has an amazing revive, amazing AoE, brings the decreased attack, which is extremely important for the sake of the Icegolem, because Icegolem can smack really hard. Like, if you proc his Retribution, this passive, when both of the adds are up, you can basically just get one shot. Like, he can just one-shot some of the champions on higher stages. On stages 20, you can survive, you can take the hits if you have decreased attack, but if you go to stage 25, it's kind of hard to do it. It's kind of hard to be able to tank that hit because he ignores 100% of the defense if both adds are up. If only one add is up while he does that, he has a 50% chance of, he ignores 50% of the defense, and also he brings that freeze, so for each of his allies alive, if both of them are alive, he can freeze you. The thing is, you can resist the freeze, you can resist the debuffs. There's still a 3% chance that he can still do it, so Mighty Uko brings in here, apart from the decreased attack on the A1, which he does AoE, he also brings the block buffs, which, okay, for the boss doesn't help, but he brings the decreased accuracy. So by having that decreased accuracy, you have a chance to resist his, like if you have around 150, 180 resist, you have a chance to resist those fears, you have a chance to resist the decreased defense from the add if you land the decreased accuracy, and you have a chance to resist the hit reduction from the add on the left. The only down part is Mighty Uko is wrong affinity here. However, most people might have Mighty Uko built for the sake of Hydra. That's what I have my Mighty Uko built right now. So, because I haven't built for the sake of Hydra, he obviously has the right stats for me to be able to provide that, and at the same time, I have him in a taunting set, so he helps me with controlling the waves with his taunt, alongside controlling the waves with Basher's block active skills on A3 and the stun set that he has. You know, it's not the craziest time in the world, but still 3 minutes 30, 4 minutes, that's a pretty respectable time to do that. Now, I'm not gonna show you the dragon run, I'm just gonna show you the time that it did. So basically, again, did it in like 3 minutes and 20 seconds, same team, same thing. Let me show you quickly the presets that I have. Maybe I should do it a little bit better. So the presets that I would suggest is like this. Make him open with the A2 for Basher and then lock it. You don't want this to be used 2 times on the first wave. You want to keep it for the second wave, so you stop them for doing the Shriek. Then on the second wave, make him prioritize. For Uko, you can let him do whatever. He's always going to do the A2 first and then the increase speed. You don't need specific presets. Steel Skull, he does the right things. Taurus, again, Taurus, you make him just prioritize the A3. This one that puts Unkillable on himself and does all the poisons. And then Cleopteryx, just let her do whatever because it works pretty fast. It's not the craziest builds in the world either. Let's have a look at the builds since we're talking about them and have a look. So basically my Mighty Uko, he might have a bit overkill stats for the sake of, you know, for like everybody's accounts. But like I said, he's built for my Hydra teams. So he's running at 64,000 HP, 2.9k defense, 218 speed, 334 resist, and 382 accuracy. For the sake of the dungeons themselves, you need like 220 accuracy, 230 accuracy, 300 resist to resist the debuffs, and then speed and survivability. You don't necessarily need him in a taunting set, but like I said, I have mine in a taunting set because this is the way that I use him in Hydra. These are the masteries that I use on him, obviously because he has only AoEs. I like War Master, and then these are the support tree masteries that I chose. For the sake of Steel Skull, I have Steel Skull actually with masteries from when I beat Faction Wars 21 for the first time. Steel Skull with War Master again, and then some more support tree, and I chose to go down this side, even though maybe I should have gone the healing side because Steel Skull brings the healings, but the Sniper and Master Hexer helps for the sake of the poisons that he does on the A1. If you don't really care about his poisons, you can build him without any accuracy and just focus on his heals. And the way I chose to build mine was in Relentless plus Speed. You want him decently fast, so he rotates through his skills. And obviously, if you can get 300 resist again, like I mentioned, that would be better. But if not, just build him tanky, fast, and Relentless, so he keeps coming back to his A2 cleanse and heal, and to his A3 increase defense and heal. Then Taurus, he's a level 40. He's no mastery. He's not masteried, and the only thing you want is this one. You want this one because otherwise he doesn't have a 100% chance to place the poison. So you want the A3 booked. If you can get 3 books in here, you're good to go. That's it, you stop. He's only level 40. I didn't really worry about leveling him much because I have Mighty Uko the revive, so I don't care if he dies. I'm good with that. At the same time, this build, as long as you have the accuracy for him to land the debuffs, this build works even in a poison explosion comp. If you want to use, you know, if you use him in a poison explosion comp, just bring him as one of your DPS for this type of content where you only need to use Skinwalkers and you're good to go. And then let me get the other 2 ones out. So like I said, Basher is in a stun set, so I built him in a stun set with damage. He's not even crit capped, it's like, you know, just some random stuff I had in there. And again, over 230 accuracy, so he can land not the stun from his stun set, but he can block the active skills on his A2, and he can put the block buffs on his A3. This one can help if you don't lock the Terror Beasts on second wave. If they put that the reflect damage in there, you could kill yourself, so this can help in there. And then masteries again, I have him with War Master again down the defense tree. Maybe I should go down the support tree, but I guess defense tree helps him because he can be a little bit squishy, so you know, you get less damage from those AoEs. And then the last one is Cleopteryx. I have it in my leftover Savage set with some damage, pretty slow, 77% crit rate because she buffs her crit rate by 30. So this gets you to 100%, and I don't even have like 200 accuracy that I need. So basically I just have leftover gear on her in Savage and no masteries, not booked, and this team did the job. So I guess this is the team that I chose to use for tomorrow. I'm going to show you the same thing, but I'm going to show you the Lizardman that I'm using. That one might not be a lit. That might not be free to play friendly, but I'm going to give other options. So like, for example, let's have a look at the Skinwalkers, what other option we will have for the sake of this. So the supports that I showed you, they're pretty good. For the sake of DPSs, you have Ragash, you have Leorius, you have Tunisias, you have Brackus, you can use even Snake Track. He can do some damage and bring in more survivability. Hakon could be good for the sake of support. Coronar again, same thing. From the DPSs on this side though, it's a little bit thin. You know, that you have some single targets in Thane, maybe Scabrius. Then you could use like Flash Terror for the sake of healing and increasing the debuffs and increasing the, you know, increase the duration of all debuffs on the enemies and decrease the duration of all enemy buffs as well. He can bring some heal and increase the duration of all ally buffs as well. So, you know, he can be interesting, but maybe you might not use him. Maybe you could use him for the sake of extending those poisons. Who knows? But yeah, mostly this faction is kind of hard to play with unless you have some specific champions. Another one that maybe deserves a good shout out is Gnarhorn. If you build Gnarhorn for his provoke, it's on a 3-turn cooldown, then he has unkillable. Build him in a Frost set and he's gonna help you out, because you know what? You might have a Gnarhorn build for the sake of the secret rooms, you know, the rare spirit one. And there's another one that's rare HP. So, you know, it has options, not too many, but you have some options that you can work out. So I guess the main shout out here is Mighty Uko, which you might already have because there was a fusion like 2-3 months ago on him, and he's an insane champion. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get, you know, to the 8,000 subscribers. I know I mentioned it on almost every single video. I'm sorry if I'm annoying, but you know, I'm trying to get there. That's my goal. And yeah, I'm trying to push it as hard as I can. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you all in the next video. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye guys.